Our first and most obvious clue lies with an animal that seems to operate on a completely different level. The giraffe, with that iconic, impossibly long neck, has mastered the art of finding food where no one else can even think to look. This is a perfect living example of what is called niche partitioning, a simple, elegant principle that explains how a breathtaking number of plant eaters can share the same space without direct competition. Giraffes are specialist browsers, meaning they primarily eat the leaves, flowers, and buds from the very tops of trees like the thorny acacia. To do this, they have evolved a set of remarkable tools: a 20-inch prehensile tongue and tough, leathery lips that are impervious to the acacia's sharpest thorns. This entire food source is totally out of reach for almost everyone else. So, while a zebra is munching on tough, stalky grass and a wildebeest is tackling the medium-height shoots, the giraffe is dining in the canopy. It's a multi-level buffet. The grazers handle the ground floor salad bar, while the giraffes have exclusive access to the Penthouse Restaurant. But this system is far more intricate than just 2 levels. Look closer, and you'll find dozens of specialists. Impala are the ultimate adapters, able to switch between grazing on grass and browsing on bushes depending on the season. The tiny dick forages within dense thickets for fruits and berries that others can't reach. The huge eland can browse on higher branches than most, but still remains well below the giraffe. This clever system allows for an incredible diversity of life, with over 40 different species of hoofed mammals, each adapted to eat different plants, or different parts of the same plant, at different times. They aren't competing because they aren't ordering from the same menu. But the true staggering scale of this feast is revealed in the single greatest spectacle on the African continent, the Great Migration. This is the very heartbeat of the plains, a massive, swirling, circular movement of over 1 million wildebeest, hundreds of thousands of zebras, and a cohort of gazelles. They are following the seasonal rains across the Serengeti Mara ecosystem in a relentless 2,000-kilometer search for fresh green pasture. This isn't just a journey for food, it's a powerful, creative force that drives life across the entire landscape. Even within this massive, seemingly chaotic herd, there is an unspoken cooperation, a precise order. The zebras often lead the charge. They have an excellent memory for migration routes and are less picky eaters. As hindgut fermenters, they can process the tough, tall, nutrient-poor grasses, effectively acting as the first wave of lawnmowers. Their grazing clears the way for the more than 1 million wildebeest that follow. As ruminants with more efficient digestive systems, the wildebeest prefer the shorter, tastier, and more nutritious shoots that the zebras have now exposed. And finally, weeks later, the Thompson's gazelles arrive, feasting on the tender new shoots and herbs that sprout in the wake of the first 2 waves. It's the world's most efficient lawn mowing operating on a continental scale, with each species preparing the meal for the next. This constant churning of hooves and massive scale grazing is a creative, not destructive force. The herds mow down old grass, triggering fresh, new growth. Their hooves aerate the soil, and their waste returns vital nutrients to the earth, keeping the plains fertile and alive. This moving feast, this incredible concentration of life, does not go unnoticed. It sends a vibration across the plains, a dinner bell for those with a different kind of hunger. For the predators, the Great Migration is a time of unimaginable bounty. The hunters that patrol the savannah have their lives and strategies entirely shaped by this seasonal pulse of prey. Nowhere is this more apparent than with the lions. As the only truly social big cats, their strength is in the pride, in the terrifying coordination of the hunt. During the migration, their tactics shift. The sheer abundance of wildebeest means stealth is less critical than strategy. The lionesses, working as a single intelligent unit, will use the chaos of the herds to their advantage. They may orchestrate an ambush at a river crossing, waiting for the exhausted animals to emerge from the water, or use the darkness of night when the wildebeest are less alert. By surrounding a section of the herd, they create panic, isolating one unfortunate individual and driving it toward other members of the pride lying in wait. For the lions, the migration is a period of plenty, a time when even the old and injured can eat well, and the cubs have a greater chance of survival. But the lions do not rule the feast alone. The open plains, essential for the grazing herds, are also the perfect hunting ground for the cheetah. Built for a single, explosive purpose, the cheetah is the fastest land mammal on Earth, a blur of muscle and focus. They cannot rely on the brute force of a lion. Instead, they are specialists in speed, built to take down the agile gazelles that move with the migration. A mother cheetah with cubs must be ruthlessly efficient. She will watch the herd from a termite mound, a rare vantage point in this flat world, her eyes scanning for the perfect target. A young, inexperienced calf, or an individual that has strayed from the safety of the group. The chase is a breathtaking, high-stakes gamble, over in a matter of seconds. A successful hunt is a masterclass in aerodynamics and power, but the cheetah must eat quickly, ever watchful for the lions or hyenas that would steal its hard-won meal. The feast is open to all, but keeping your seat at the table requires constant vigilance. But all that life, all that energy, marching in one place, a million heartbeats drumming against the earth, sends a signal. A vibration of vulnerability. The sheer concentration of prey is a magnet. A dinner bell that rings across the entire savannah, audible to those with a very different kind of hunger. The feast has been laid, and the most dangerous guests are about to arrive. A storm is gathering. Next time, we meet the enforcers of the savannah's laws, the regulators. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future adventures. This is the X-Plorer signing off. Stay curious, stay tuned, and we will see you in the next one.